"Sir, you need to step aside for additional screening." The words were routine, cold, standard. The TSA agent barely looked up from his clipboard. In line stood a man in full dress uniform, spine straight, face unreadable. He didn't protest. He simply nodded once and stepped aside, all while keeping a firm grip on a folded American flag clutched in a pristine white-gloved hand. Passengers glanced, uninterested. Just another guy in uniform, right? Wrong. Behind the glass, a black transfer case waited quietly on the tarmac, draped in a flawless American flag. This wasn't just a soldier heading to a gate. This was a tomb guard. And he wasn't traveling alone. He was escorting a fallen brother home. The TSA agent motioned again. "Remove your jacket, belt, shoes." The tomb guard did as instructed without flinching. Slow, silent, precise. Not once did he set the flag down. He balanced it carefully as he was patted down, treated like any other traveler. But he wasn't like any other traveler. The silence grew heavier. A few passengers started to notice. A child whispered to her mum, "Why is he holding a flag like that?" The mother shrugged. "Maybe for a ceremony." The ceremony had already happened. What was left was a duty, one the guard had sworn to perform without fail, escorting an unknown soldier back to sacred ground. But that part, TSA didn't see it. Not yet. Earlier that day, Staff Sergeant Cole Hartley had woken before dawn. He had polished his boots to glass, pressed his uniform with surgical precision, and reported to Joint Base Andrews. He had done this before, 13 times in fact. Each mission was solemn, sacred, and invisible to the world. He wasn't flying for vacation. He wasn't flying for praise. He was flying to make sure a brother who never came home would not travel alone. The soldier in the transfer case had no name, no rank, no dog tags. But Cole knew this. He was one of them. And that was all that mattered. Back at the airport, the TSA supervisor finally looked up from his monitor and paused. His eyes locked on the flag, on the gloves, on the silence in the tomb guard's stance. His voice faltered. "Sir, are you on escort duty?" "Yes, sir," Cole replied quietly. "To Arlington?" "Yes, sir." Everything shifted. The supervisor stood straighter. "You should have said something." "I don't need to, sir. He deserves the attention, not me." A beat of silence. Then the supervisor turned to the agents. "Clear him. Now. And someone escort him to the gate personally." Word spread fast. Gate agents straightened their name tags. Pilots paused before boarding. The terminal that moments ago buzzed with impatient flyers grew still. And then, as the final boarding call was made, something remarkable happened. Passengers stepped aside. No one rushed to overhead bins. Instead, the crowd parted as Cole walked down the jet bridge, flag in arms, his posture as steady as a stone wall. He wasn't just carrying cloth, he was carrying legacy. The pilot stood at the aircraft door and saluted. "We'll take good care of both of you, Sergeant." Cole nodded. He earned it. Mid-flight, no one asked questions, but many watched. When the wheels touched down, ground crew lined the runway. Fire trucks staged a water salute, and when Cole stepped off the plane first, he did not smile. He did not speak. He only marched alongside the casket as it was lowered with care. The silence was the loudest thing in the world. The next day, Arlington received another soul, unknown, unnamed, but never unloved. And beside that grave stood Cole, white gloves at his side, the mission complete. No fanfare, no spotlight, just the sacred silence of honor. Sometimes the person you treat like just another face in the line is carrying the weight of someone else's sacrifice. Respect isn't about uniform or title, it's about what you're willing to carry when no one's watching. And the greatest acts of honor are often done in complete silence, for someone who can never say thank you. If this story touched even a small part of your heart, let us know in the comments where you're watching from and what you felt. Your words keep this community alive. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The next story might be the one you needed all along.